didn't realize my microphone was off. What's up, everybody? My first time streaming on YouTube, so glad you made it. Any predictions for what we're gonna see announced here would be fantastic. Coaster through the cave? That'd be wild. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm seeing mock rides, um, but another family launched Vekoma, I would be fine with. I'm excited for the one down here in San Antonio, so that'd be a big upgrade for the park. I'm definitely leaning family coaster though. Definitely family launch, maybe. Apparently, like Silver Dollar City considers Time Traveler a family coaster, so if that's the case, then it could be an extreme ride. How's that leg, Mike? Hope it's healing up. I myself am in a lot of pain. We are 3 minutes away from when this announcement is supposed to start. Yeah, I was gonna go, but I am no longer gonna go on Sunday.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today on
Oh my
this
gosh,
live
here we go.
stream. That's right. My name is Joey. I am here at Silver Dollar City in front of our famed Opera House Theater. As you know, today is a
I won't
big,
touch on
big
that screen.
day because
This is
apparently
Gulf
the
Mexico
Marble
coaster.
Cave Mining Company foreman Jedediah Campbell has called a town hall. As you can see behind me, town hall banner back here. We have no idea what's about to be announced today, but we do have some theories. Because if you may remember, last year during Silver Dollar City's first annual Fan Fest, Foreman Jedediah Campbell burst onto the stage and announced the reformation of the Marble Cave Mining Company. And folks, that's a true story. The real life Marble Cave Mining Company actually existed right here under the ground at Silver Dollar City. They thought they were going to find marble in Marble Cave, but instead it was just, well, you know what. They set up that mining company and mined all the bat guano out of Marble Cave, and then the
Let's
mining company
excavate.
disbanded. We thought forever until last year. But then, earlier this spring, Jed Campbell came back and announced geological surveys necessitated the closure of Thunderation. Again, we still don't know what they're doing, what they have plans for, but now Jed Campbell says he's found something big and he's planning on announcing it here today. We all know that back behind the area of Wildfire and Powder Keg, there is an active construction site. We've seen this giant, what appears to be mining headframe tower out there. We can only assume those two things are connected. So, thank you again for joining us for this live stream here today at Silver Dollar
We are
City. We're going to go
excavating
on inside
away
the
here.
theater and find out what is going to be announced.
So much theatrics that go into this. Amazing.
boys. Settle down. Come on. All right, all right. Oh, come on now. All right. Hey, all right, all right. Well, y'all been sitting out in there dark for a good while now. Welcome to my office. This here Marvel Cave Mining Company Town Hall is hereby called to order. Now, for those of you that ain't familiar, a town hall is where a company stands up and says out loud exactly what it's fixing to do to the people it's fixing to do it to. So it might be the most honest thing you've ever seen a company do, or it might be the most foolish. I ain't settled on which yet, so guess we'll find out together. Thank you to all you who've traveled so far to
Oh,
be
a
here. I
Vekoma
see a
tilt
fair amount of
and a
newspaper men in the
mining idea
crowd,
would
so
be really
why don't
cool,
y'all sit in the
actually.
front where I can keep an eye on you? And to everybody watching from home, wherever home is at, go ahead and pull up a chair because this is one you're going to
Damn,
want to
that
sit
guy
down for.
fits his role
Now, before we
so
get to
well.
company
The guy
business,
sitting down
I got to introduce my
right
crew.
here.
Let's take a look at these guys. Oh, Mini Miners crew, front and center. Come on. Come on now.
Come on now.
Don't run. Don't dawdle either now. Come on. Yeah. There they are. Now, folks, I want you to understand what's coming down them aisles. That ain't no costume. Each one of these youngins, they sent us on their own what they thought we should do next on this mountain. That's a true story. Now, grown folks been fighting about that for the last 66 years around here, but these youngins, they went on ahead and they answered it. Keep on coming. We're still going round. We're still going.
Nice.
It's the Mini
Nice.
Miners crew. Let them hear it.
What is this, like a
Come
local
on.
elementary school?
Come on.
Got invited to come and walk around with miner hats
Yeah.
on.
That's them. There they are. All right.
First day of school.
We still got some more. We're going to get a lot of work done today. Come on. All right. Here we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Everybody stop.
Uh-oh.
Look around. All right. Come on. Now, Mini Miners. Mini
A lot of
Miners.
miners.
Lamps off. Lamps off, Mini Miners. Save that carbide. You're going to want it. All right, all right. Woo. Now find your seats. We appreciate y'all. Good job. If you can't find a seat, keep on looking. Let them hear it. Now, the company's laid on provisions. Coca-Cola has seen to it that nobody in this building goes thirsty.
All right.
Much obliged to them.
Some Diet Coke up
And
in
then
there.
there's the moon pie. This right here is a piece of mining equipment. Hey, don't laugh. I'm serious as a heart attack. Story goes, a fella from the east came down to Kentucky coal country, and he asked miners what they'd like to eat. One miner said, well, make it round. Make it big enough to matter. And make it flat enough so it can fit down into a lunch pail without getting stove in. And when that guy asked, well, how big is big? That miner held his hand up to the moon, and he looked at it, and he said, about like that.
Is that like
A nickel apiece.
snack?
And there ain't
The
been a
moon pie?
working man's pail in this country without one ever since then. A miner drew that up. That's a true story. All right, folks. Now we got to get down to company business.
Now we gotta get
Y'all
down.
know that many years ago, the Marble Cave Mining Company came to be shut down. Water took her, and water don't negotiate. Every road we ever had into that cavern has been covered under 40 feet of it ever since then, longer than I've been alive. Town emptied out. Folks packed up all their stuff, moved away,
Had to
and looked
turn
for
it
new
up.
mountains.
getting turned.
But I didn't. But I didn't. I've been looking for a way into that cavern for over half of my life. And folks, I'm here today to tell you,
I hope so.
I
That
found
sounds good.
one. We found it.
But
I
I've been
found one.
hearing mock too. So
I sure did. Oh, and it runs straight up over that mountain where no rail has ever touched and no company has ever had the nerve to try it. Only problem is, I can't lay 1 foot of line on that ground without the say-so of the man who runs this place. So, I ain't gonna go ask him in some back office where he can be polite and say to me, I'll think it over. No, sir.
no, sir.
No, sir. I'm asking him right here in front of all of you with half the country looking on. He's a good deal more likely to say yes in front of a full crowd. So, Mr. Mayor, come on out here. I got something to ask you.
Good morning, Jedediah.
Oh, sir.
Huh.
All right,
Good morning, sir.
you are doing a great job,
Oh,
and we're so super thankful that you are presenting this issue in this town hall. That is the absolute right format. Now, you want to do what?
we want to get into that cavern. We want to lay a new line over ground that we haven't been on before. But I got to have permission from you, sir. Brad Thomas, the president of the Silver Dollar City Company.
Okay. Well, Jed, thank you. But here's the deal. This is a town hall, and we have an order, and we're going to follow that order in order to get through all of the business issues that are live before us. And then I'll get you your answer.
Oh,
Good
A lot of
morning,
family
everybody.
coasters coming out now.
This room is filled with amazing people. Y'all have come from all over the country, and we even have an international visitor.
Family. Family.
We have individuals who have come here because they're going to cover us in news stories. We have creators who are going to cover us and tell our story and mix it with their story. And we have a lot of friends and neighbors and partners, and we thank every one of you because you could be a lot of different places right now, but you chose to be here with us on this very special morning. So
Technically,
thank
I'm
you
working
so
right
much.
now.
I do want to call out one individual who flew halfway around the globe. This might be a little bit of a teaser of an announcement that's going to be forthcoming, but Max Rose is from Mach Rides in Germany.
Mock.
Max, stand up.
Not a Vacoma. See, that's what I was hearing.
So
I
I
heard
think
it was
he
a
gets
mock.
the award for the furthest distance. He stayed up 27 hours yesterday in order to be with us today, and then he leaves this afternoon so he can spend the weekend with his 2-year-old and 5-year-old kids.
That's
But
what I
it's
was
that
hearing
important
before.
of a deal. Now, in case you don't know, Mach Rides is family owned in Germany. Their company is 250 years old. They've manufactured all kinds of things
Yep.
over the past 250 years, including River Blast right here at Silver Dollar City and Time Traveler right here at Silver Dollar City. But I might have just given you a little bit of a tease there, but we're not telling you anything more. Now we're going to talk about Silver Dollar City
better tell
and
us
a
more.
little bit about who we are. Just to remind you, my name's Brad Thomas. I've been here 3.5 decades. I count this as my home, a special place with incredibly special people. But it's not only a
They
theme
call
park, it's a
Time
story
Traveler a family
rich
coaster, I think.
and deep
Or
and
at least I
real.
read that somewhere.
You see, in the 1880s, there really were miners in that mine. That's not fiction. Real miners in the mine. In 1894, 132 years ago, there really were visitors that started the first paid tours of Marble Cave 132 years ago. 76 years ago, a family called Hershend moved here from Chicago and took over that cave, ran it for 10 years, and 66 years ago, Silver Dollar City was born on this space where we are today. This place is full of deep stories, deep history, and you're going to hear a whole lot about that today. But now we've got a whole lot of business that we'll have forthcoming. Some will be old, and then we'll get to the new. But just a reminder on some of the old business before us. Fire in the Hole opened 2 years ago. Told a real story
I had the wrong
about a
mic on.
night that the town really was burned to the
Oops.
ground. And in that second generation of Fire in the Hole, we'll be able to tell that story for generations to come. Also, 2 years ago, we told you about breaking ground on a brand new 262 room resort called the Silver Dollar City Resort to help us
Creative
invite
name.
more visitors from Houston, Texas to Chicago, Illinois to Minneapolis, from Denver all the way to Memphis, and to say, hey, folks, come on down to this very special place called the Ozark Mountains. And that resort opens this coming spring. We're super proud of that. Here's a really important headline that I want you to understand. Between that resort and what we're announcing this morning, it's $150 million in investment because Silver Dollar City believes in the future of these Ozark Mountains. $150 million. 2 years ago, as we announced Fire in the Hole, we told
Oh.
you that we would be investing
I
half
can
a
see that.
billion, that's $500 million,
I
in
haven't
these
seen that model
hills
though.
in the next decade.
Does that
And we're
exist
well on our
already?
way. Between Fire in the Hole and the $150 million that open this spring, please know the Ozarks are alive and thriving, and Silver Dollar City citizens are ready to welcome folks from literally all over the country. Speaking of that, each year, Silver Dollar City hosts season pass holders, people who plan to come more than one day, from all 50 states in over 6 countries every single year. How about that?
Yeah, I'm still leaning on
Okay,
it
as you
definitely
leave
being a
here
family coaster.
today, you can walk over to a construction fence. Can't go into that construction area, but you can look through and see some of the reveal that is available today. And we're going to give you a whole lot more details as we move forward. Now, here's some other old business. In a couple of weeks, summer will be winding down. We'll be kicking off our Southern Gospel Picnic, and we'll have Southern Gospel fans from all over the country that will come here to hear their famed Southern Gospel music groups. Then as we head into September, we've got country music shows. September the 11th, we've got a very special commemorative day. We'll literally shut down the city for 3 minutes of silence at noon in commemoration of the 25th anniversary of 9/11, because that's what we do around here. We also, as we kick off Harvest, we have craftsmen and artisans from all over the country that will be showcasing their talents, their skills, their crafts, their arts throughout the course of the day at Silver Dollar City. And then at night, 10,000 pumpkins come to life. You'll notice twinkling, sparkling pumpkins, no scare, no haunt, G-rated family fun for the 5-year-old all the way up to the 95-year-old. And if you're 4 or 3, you're still going to have fun. And if you're 96 or 109, you're going to have fun too. And then there's this little thing called Christmas. We start hanging Christmas lights July the 1st. It takes us 4 months to hang those Christmas lights. I'm going to answer this question because I will have this question. Why don't we just leave them up? Because reds don't stay red and blues don't stay blue, so we take them down. So when we turn those lights on at Christmas, they're alive and brilliant and bright and high-quality Christmas experiences. Folks come from all over the country for our Christmas event. And you know what? 8 times USA Today readers have voted for Silver Dollar City as the #1 Christmas experience of all American theme parks. But this year, it's a little even more special. After a quarter of a century of Christmas parades, this year we launched the biggest and the boldest Christmas parade that we've ever had. It's called Stars, Lights, and Christmas Nights featuring Rudolph and his friends. And that opens up this Christmas. So you've got to make sure that you put Christmas on your radar. Bring your family, visit Silver Dollar City for Christmas. Okay, now, this one is a little controversial, but we'll just address the elephant in the room. Countdown is on, just a little over 4 months, and Thunderation goes away. But it's okay. 33 years of history, 33 years of stories, 33 years of kids riding with grandparents. But if you want to ride it, you have 4 months to ride it, and then Thunderation goes into the history books. It has served us so incredibly well. That Thunderation ride set off a whole set of rides that makes Silver Dollar City today.
I feel like they announced that a while ago, though.
From Thunderation, we went over to Wildfire, and from Wildfire, we went over to Powder Keg, and from Powder Keg, we went over to Outlaw Run. How about Outlaw Run? From Outlaw Run, we went over to Time Traveler, and from Time Traveler, we went over to Mystic River Falls, and then we built the all-new Fire in the Hole, and all of those rides together, along with the entertainment and the festivals and all the things of Silver Dollar City, are what makes Silver Dollar City such a notable theme park. And what you're getting ready to experience today is the theme in the park. And for that, we're thankful for you allowing us to continue to tell you our stories. Okay, now, Jed.
So, highly themed ride?
You asked us a question, and I want to take a minute and address that. I believe that the city is healthy and alive when that mind is healthy and alive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, I think we need to let that line run wherever it needs to run to keep that mind working. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Okay. As mayor of this city,
yeah.
I'm going to suggest to the mini miners that we say yes. Mini miners, what do y'all think? Is it okay? Okay. Now, we're going to get to the full story here, but I want to talk about just a few things, just a few more things. So, there are 3 things that I want to address. First off, what you're getting ready to hear is steeped in real legacy, and we've taken some liberty with the story, but there really were miners in that mine. And that mine turned into the cave that allowed this incredibly special place to exist. Okay, now, I've already told you that this ride is being built by Mock Rides in Germany. And Max, who represents Mock Rides, is here today. So if you get a chance to say hey to Max, thank him for traveling halfway across the globe to be here. Third, when you head out to that mine site today or generations to come, you will notice a 120-foot tall tower. 120-foot tall tower, which came from a working mine called Doe Run in eastern Missouri. And the miners at Doe Run Mine have been mining there for over 150 years. That's my understanding. We've got a friend here from Doe Run Mine. Is that true? Anybody see him? Thank you. Thank you for being here. We love, love, love the story of Doe Run Mine. We love families that do business for multiple generations, like the Mock family in Germany, and Doe Run that's been mining for 150 years. What a legacy. Now, with all of that said, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. There's a special edition Pathfinder that you'll be able to get. It's only available today. So make sure if you like to collect those kinds of things, you get that. And
someone send me one
the
of
good
those.
merchants at Silver Dollar City recognize what a special day it is. So as you go through the hospitality house, there might be a commemorative shirt that's for sale in that hospitality house that's only available this weekend. So you buy those kinds of things, you pick up those kinds of things. If you like to collect those, just know that they're there. With that, I'm going to call this business meeting to close so that we can get to the real news of the day. How's that, Jed?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
all
sir.
for that.
Thanks
Let's
for
do
being
that.
here.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Well, howdy, folks. Y'all have to excuse me. I hardly ever work up here. I work down there. 200 feet below where you're sitting right now, there's a room in the dark big enough to set this whole building down inside. 20 stories, nothing over your head. And there's a hole clean through the top of that mountain, and every morning the sun comes through that hole, sends a long shaft of light right down into the center of that room. It's beautiful. Been doing that every day since, well, before anybody can rightly count. And for pert near every one of them, wasn't a soul around to see it. But y'all, you step 1 foot past where that light falls. It's dark as dark gets. And that's where you need a lantern. See, I take folks down into that dark for a living. 600 and some steps, and every day,
This guy
around
is so
step
real.
200, somebody will look up, stop dead, ask me the same question. They'll say, how in the world did anybody ever find this? Folks, that right there is about the only story I know how to tell. But hold on. Before I tell this story, I might as well tell it right. Where are my many miners at?
Yeah, just
5 of
just
you
sitting
guys,
there.
come on
I want
up
that
here. I
job.
want to see you. Come sit by me. Listen to this story. Everybody give it up for them many miners.
Many miners.
All right, guys, we're going to get you guys sitting right here. Just pull up a chair or your bottoms there. Come right over here. Right over. 2 of you guys this way. 3 of you guys stand right there. Just all right. Now have a seat. Pop a squat. We got a story to tell.
Definitely
All
a
right.
family ride.
Lamps on. Come on,
With the
mini
kids on
miners. Let's see
stage.
what you got. Turn them lamps on for me. There you go. Now that's the mining crew. Give them a hand one more time. All right, y'all listen up, okay? 1884, Marble Cave Mining Crew.
Well, they are miners.
Well, they came in, built a town right on top of this ridge. Called it Marmaros, all right? Which I'm told is Greek for marble, on account of that's what they thought they were going to be hauling out of there. However, they were wrong. What they found down there instead, well, I ain't going to describe in front of y'all. If your mamas wear makeup, ask them on the way home, all right? But Marmaros, it went the way mining towns go. Boom,
Yep.
bust, folks moving on down the road. But a man named William Henry Lynch, all right, remember that one. William Henry Lynch, he bought that cave. And he did something with it not a single solitary soul in 1889 would have thought to do. He didn't dig it, he put a ladder in it. And then he let folks come and look at it. Cleared the brush off the top of this mountain with his own 2 hands. That way they could get a road up here. That road is Highway 76 now. You guys drove in on that this morning, I guarantee you. Folks, he never really did quite like the name Marble Cave. He said there wasn't a marble in there worth picking up. He said what was down there, it was a marvel.
Ooh.
And so that's what he called it. That's what she's been called ever since. Now, his daughters, Miriam and Genevieve, they led tours down in that cave for 20-some years after he passed on. 2 women, lantern in hand, leading perfect strangers down into the pitch black, telling them what they're looking at. That's my job, y'all.
Don't pick your
I
nose,
just
bro.
came along later, picked up the lantern. Well, about 1950, family came down here from Chicago on vacation, and they took the tour. Not my tour. I ain't quite that old, all right?
Sit down
But the
in front.
Hershen family, they came down and they took that tour, and well, y'all know as good as I, they never did really quite leave. 10 years later, they built them a town on that cave with a general store, little church house, stagecoach, steam train, opened the gates on 9 acres, hoped to goodness somebody would show up. That was 66 years ago. And folks, I want y'all to listen to this next part, because this is the part that people miss. Everything we built in this ride ever since, everything we built in this park ever since, has come up out of that hole in the ground. Y'all ridden fire in the hole, right? Yeah, that's Marmaros burning. That's our town. Them's our bald knobbers. That fire and them heroes who stopped it, that's a story this city's never quit telling. Y'all reading Powder Keg? Anybody out there? Well, that's the stuff that they was hauling out of that cave, the stuff I ain't saying in front of the young'uns here. Turns out that's loaded with nitrogen. And nitrogen, my young'uns, is what a fella uses to make gunpowder with, all right? Shipped it out of that mountain to powder mills all over the country. We didn't dream that up for a ride. We just kept the name. Y'all, and then there's the flooded mine. That one's about water. And y'all, listen to this. This part matters. Water is what made the cave. And water's what sealed it off. Listen here. When a mine floods, it's all she wrote. Don't matter what's down in there. Don't matter how much you want it. It's shut. And if a man wants down in that dark, he's got to figure out another way in. Which brings us to Thunderation. Let's hear it for Thunderation. Y'all, Thunderation is about a silver mine. A silver mine that every last soul walked away from. Every last soul but one, that is. A man by the name of Hard Luck Hank. That's right. For 33 years, Hank has been taking folks back down in that mountain every single day, looking for something that everybody has already agreed is long gone. For 33 years. And Hank ain't found a thing. Come the end of this season, Hank quits hunting. Just like Brad said. This year's going to be the last year for Thunderation. But folks, that don't mean it ain't down there. Well, I think that's about as far as I take you young'uns, all right? Y'all head on back to your mamas, wherever you're headed now. Give him one more hand. You guys did great.
They just sat there.
Miners. Any miners. Hey, now.
Miners.
Kids, tell them what I told you, all right? Well, folks, y'all know Mystic River Falls, right? Yeah. Well, what y'all may not know is that there is a river running through the cave. It's true. Runs right beneath your boots this very minute. We call her,
music
you guessed it, the Mystic River. And folks, there are miles in that cave that not a human being has ever set foot in. Not one. Folks, I've been working down in that dark almost my whole life. And I can tell you right now, sure as I know how to say it, there are stories left in that cave. Ain't nobody mined yet. $66 years. 66 years.
Scary.
We've been telling y'all the same story. We just told it one ride at a time. Y'all never knew it was one story. But every ride in this town came out of that hole in the ground. And there's a man in this town right now who don't think that mountain is done with us. I think y'all already met him. Foreman Jedediah Campbell. He's telling the next chapter of this story.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today on...
Y'all watch your step.
Wrong video queued.
Some stories get told. This one you can feel under your boots.
Just put your foot on this ladder and don't look down. Ah, I'm scared, boss.
Deep under the Ozark Mountains lies a natural wonder, Marvel Cave. Drop by drop, water has quietly carved this masterpiece. That is, until folks came chasing a fortune.
I'm telling you, we're gonna strike it rich. Marble top to bottom.
There ain't no marble down there, just a bunch of bat guano.
What in tarnations of guano?
And as it turned out, there was no marble to be found.
Nice part.
Just a big old pile of you know what. But it was still worth good money if you were willing to put in the work. Out here, everyone knows luck isn't found, it's forged.
Pack it up. Ain't nothing left.
In 1889, the digging stopped for good, and the mine was boarded up. But Jed Campbell, he wasn't ready to quit. He's blazing a trail across the mountain to find a new way in, and he needs good folks like you to help find something shiny hidden deep in that cave. The Marble Cave Mining Company is rolling again. Coming to Silver Dollar City in 2027. Based on a true Ozark story. America's most legendary family coaster. Miners Mountain Express. Load up the whole family because the greatest discovery in the Ozarks is still out there. Get on board a real working mine train for a runaway adventure. More than half a mile of track and over 3 minutes of thrills. The longest family coaster in the Midwest. You'll be dodging boulders and soaring through the sky, flying clean through the station and dropping into a tunnel full of pesky bats. Miners Mountain Express is big enough for little ones and made for the whole family to ride side by side, climbing, diving, and zigzagging through the heart of the Ozarks. We'll be taking you up 2 different peaks for views that shine like gold. Then hold on for 15 weightless moments, the most of any ride at Silver Dollar City. With every twist and turn, families become storytellers, carrying forward the spirit of the folks who came before them and never gave up. Get ready to mine a legend of your own. Miners Mountain Express, the most daring ride down the mountain.
Riders, keep your lamps lit and your hopes high.
Only at America's #1 theme park, Silver Dollar City.
Well, besides Tormenta and whatever's going in at New Jersey. What is it called? Bakunawa.
Yeah! Now y'all know why I never left this mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah! Come on. Well, that's the
Good
end of the
fit.
town hall, but it's the start of the work. Now, this is how this is going to go. We got a meal laid
Family
out there
coaster
out yonder, and I
fatigue.
want you all to eat it.
Yeah, I understand
Because
that.
after that, we're going to walk up to the work site. And I ain't carrying nobody.
We'll get some more exciting rides coming
Newspaper
soon.
men, bring your questions. We got the answers to about, I don't know, half of them. The line's already laid. The ground's already broke. I got a mountain that ain't going to dig itself. So remember, where there's a will, there's a way. Come on now. Where there's a will,
I don't think it will be.
yeah. What are y'all waiting for? Miners, get to the head frame.
Yeah, it's very similar to Werewolf, but Werewolf looks more fun overall, I think. Maybe it's because of the swing launch and the multiple launches. It just seems more my style of ride. But good long ride. 3 minutes, they said. That's pretty cool. A portion of that is sitting on a lift hill, but all right. I guess that'll do it for this stream. This was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. We're all in this together with these family rides. You know, I think it's important with these family rides is younger audience gets used to the roller coasters, and by the time they start to grow up, they're going to want bigger rides. So we might see another wave of extreme roller coasters in the near future. Another family coaster. That's true. All right. I'm out of here. I gotta get some work done today. Thanks for hanging out. I'll probably stream again. This was fun.